be a long one. I'm not feeling good at all. I don't know if it's this case and what I'm finding in research that's making me sick, or if I am sick. I'm freezing and burning up back and forth. I'm not feeling better here in a little bit, and I can't get anybody to take me. I'm calling the ambulance to come and get me. But what I have found, I'm going to be posting links to news articles to what I'm talking about in the post section as I am physically able to, you guys. I know you can tell I look rough and I'm on YouTube and don't even care right now. Um, I think everybody has seen that they talked about Jake's family history and his, well, first let me make this announcement. I was waiting on a few people to get in, but everybody can get caught up. Finally, first of all, California is 3 hours behind us where I'm at on the East Coast. Um, but finally, charges have been levied. What I did want to say until the court case is a lot of people weren't thinking. At the very minimum, hold on a moment. Hello? Hey, honey, I'm sick. I'll be down there as soon as I'm able.
Say what?
I am sick.
Oh, I was just checking on you.
Okay, I'll be there. I may go to the hospital.
I was wondering if you was all right.
Thank you. I'm gonna come see you before I go.
All right, I'll check on you later today.
Oh, babe, I don't want to get y'all sick with this.
I'll see you later.
All right. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I swear to Bob, I can't take it. When I have a mental breakdown, it's every 20 minutes, and I'm throwing up. Anyway, all day, every day, for 3 days straight, I cannot get peace. Anyway, okay, I apologize. So what I wanted y'all to know, no, I don't drink, so it's not a hangover. Try again. Unless you can get it off of I can't show you the can fully. Unless you can get it off a can of soda, it's not gonna happen. Sorry. Uh, anyway, a lot of people were saying they were going to get out of jail. There was no way Rebecca was going to get out because she made a false police report and they had evidence of that. There was no baby taking happen at the store. So at the very minimal, she was going to get charged with that. And then he had probation violations. But they have been charged with a 187, as they say it. It's 187 is the code, and that's unaliving, decimation. Uh, no, I'm not okay. I'm probably going to end up going to the hospital. I know there's trolls on here. Let them talk. Just, it's too many to deal with. Some people don't have lives. Let them, whatever. Anyway, they don't realize, let them troll. Every one of their comments, it helps my channel out. It helps me. At the end of the day, when it comes to YouTube land, they're helping. So just let them sound ignorance and show. Just don't let them post anything that'll cause YouTube to strike the channel. That's all I ask. Anyway, I'm going to get to something. There's a couple things that I've not seen anybody talking about that I was researching and found. One, anybody out there listening, I'm hearing whispers about the 2 year old and what is contained in the Child Services Report. Um, Allegedly, in my opinion, it's being stated that there's a report out available for the public, and I've never seen minors' child services reports available to public, and I couldn't find it. um, where toenails were allegedly removed as a punishment. Um, Also, and this is current case, the original call was about from CPS, and why the child was removed, is what I'm being told by a source adjacent to the family. So we know that Hector passed away as well in that house, and they're saying it was from vent usage. Okay. Um, Around August the 5th, Rebecca went to a funeral. Nobody's thought about that Haro's her married name, and that's not her maiden name. So I went looking around because everybody's talking about her brother. My understanding is her brother and her are adopted into the family, and the family and her have been estranged since her and Jake got together. That being said, were they estranged in 2009? Because I got some tea. Um, Jake's brother passed away in that home. That home is in a trust, a family trust. It is the family land. My understanding is the overseer of that trust currently, and it may have to do with what he does for a living, is the stepfather. Okay, that was the question I had in the last live. Um, the funeral that Rebecca went to was for her nephew. So when Rebecca's mother made a post about the grandchild that she was going to miss and then said she never met Emmanuel, a lot of people went off on her. What I found out is that grandchild was who the funeral was for, not for baby Emmanuel. Okay? Um, the grandchild's name was Charlie and he had the same last name. So when I run a records check on him, dude, like from the age of 19 until 2023, he was charged 21 times. Most of them were breaking and entering charges you'd expect to be associated with drug use. And most of them, almost all of them, had possession of illegal substances. How this guy was even walking free with the charges he had, I don't know. Like, we need to find out where they finding their attorneys, but not Rebecca's brother's attorney. Um, Lots of channels have touched on her brother, James, and that's how I was able to find out the family last name. Bouchon, I think is how you say it. And I've got article after article that I'm going to post, so be patient. It's probably going to take about 4 posts to get all these links posted in the former, it used to be called community tab section, it's now called the post section. Those will be up within a couple hours. I'll have links to those. I apologize for not having a way to show those while we're talking. I'm working off my cell phone right now and doing everything I can with an inverter box to have power to even talk to y'all. Um, that being said, her brother James is serving a 50-year prison sentence for the same charge that she's charged with right now, a 187 on his living girlfriend. They had a home that was around 425 square foot. From the bedroom, the bathroom could be seen. She had what's called a hematoma, a bruise, a knot on her head that looked like somebody, it wasn't from a fall, they said. It looked like she was hit and then placed in the tub and subsequently unalived with a pew pew. They, in during the trial documents, it says he wrapped himself in a shower curtain to minimize the DNA evidence on him, and tried to say that she unalived herself. Now that's all documented. The mom even has a Facebook post. dedicated to trying to get him a retrial and a new attorney and everything. That's where I got the family last name from. And now when we cross reference this, guys, oy vey, I don't even know what to say. I've not seen anyone else talk about this. So I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not saying that 1,000,000% this person I'm about to tell you about is Rebecca. What I'm telling you is this person is the same age as Rebecca. This person has the same first and last name as Rebecca's maiden name. Okay? Um, Rebecca's maiden name is Bouchon. I'm saying it the best I can. I may be mispronouncing it. I do apologize. In 2009, mommy bloggers were a huge thing. Um, a mommy blogger made like ABC News, all the national news. There's no picture or video attached with any article that I'm pulling up on this mommy blogger. Her blog is gone. I don't know how to find it. If somebody can help me find it. She identified herself as B and later as April's mom. She had said religious, Christian religious. Got pregnant by an abusive boyfriend. Oh, just got demonetized. Anyway, and they didn't get married and they separated. Her church like excommunicated her because she got pregnant out of wedlock. Now this is her story. And then she later finds that her baby has, it's a type of micro birth defect, T13 something. And when they're born, they're saying that they'll have less than 6 months to live, okay? Uh, I can't read out what you write. I apologize, I don't got my glasses on, but I just want to get this out, okay? No, I am not mixing two stories. If you will listen, I am about to tell you I'm talking about Rebecca Haro, and what she did in 2009. And then I want you to think about what just happened. Okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay? In 2009, first of all, she's 41. And I'm questioning, don't y'all think it's odd that this woman gave birth at the age of like 39, 40 to this baby? If she's 41 and the baby is, she had to be right at the age of 40 when that baby was born. Let's get there, okay? But just hang with me for a minute and follow me. 2009, mommy blogs were big. There was a huge thing, and this mommy blogger, she had thousands of people coming to pray for her and gathering around where she was staying to pray for her and pray for this baby that was going to be born with a birth defect, and that she was Christian and that she had slipped and made a mistake, and that everybody had blanked her out of their life and the church wouldn't accept her, and she wanted to it was a big thing for anti-abortionists, okay? They jumped on the bandwagon, and y'all know how big that was in 2009 era. I mean, there was the Roe v. Wade thing, whatever, okay? Long story short, she uploaded stuff about doctor visits. She gave documents, receipts, ultrasounds, yada yada yada, right? The baby was named April Rose because it was supposed to be born in April. Okay? So she's blogging, chugging along. People are side-eyeing her at some point because some things just don't sound right. But she posts that she's going into labor and she's going to the hospital. And she'll post updates afterwards. Y'all, whether it's the same one or not, a Rebecca Bouchon in 2009, that was the same, when you do the math, would be 41 now. And Rebecca Haro's maiden name is Rebecca Bouchon. And it sounds like something she'd do. The baby she posted that she gave birth to is 2000 mommy blogger April's mom, who later, through police and internet sleuths, found out was named Rebecca Bouchon, posted one of the baby dolls that you buy that's supposed to be a lifelike baby. She posed it and took pictures and posted that on her blog as her baby. ABC News covered it. I can't find any picture or any video. To me that's Bouchon or Bouchon, however you say it. It's the same name. In 2009, same first and last. The age matches. There's no pictures with any of the authors, and I cannot find anything. But we know the internet lives forever. Somebody somewhere has a picture of that blogger. Somebody somewhere has some of that blog, and I'm begging y'all to get at me. If any of my mods are in here, please post my email information. Please get with me so we can find out. Because if this lady, if it's the same person, let's think about it. We can't find a birth certificate for baby Emmanuel. They've done GoFundMe scams and some other scams that have come to light. We got a whole lot of criminal activity. We got people all around that are dropping. By the way, the funeral that she went to for the nephew, he died from the same thing Hector died from. Just saying. Yes, yes. The lady that made the lifelike babies and had done it billions of times, according to the ABC article, is the person that called out the blogger and broke the story wide open. Okay? So, and I apologize, you guys, I'm fighting throwing up while I'm talking right now because this makes, I feel I'm sick, I'm in a fever, but this makes me sicker. I don't know how else to say it. I apologize. But I've not seen anybody else come out with this. And it's just like, how you got the brother that's doing a 50-year prison bid for unaliving. And there's a lot of DV in that situation that was reported and documented. There's police reports to back it up. You've got this mommy blog thing. Then you got Jake's past history with his kids. I don't think either one of these are good people. You know? I can't see it. Sorry, you guys, I don't have my glasses and I'm really uh, I'm having a hard time seeing. I'm really not feeling good. But I just, how I feel don't matter. You know what I mean? This is a baby. And I firmly believe that one picture, what triggered me is there's that one picture where the baby has on like a white little jumper and he's laying on a blanket. It looks like outside in the grass or something. And here's another question. Where is a picture of this baby with anybody else holding him? You know what I mean? There's nobody else holding this baby. Do you even them? We see one picture where it looks like it's the dad's hand on his back where he's got on the blue little polo shirt. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Yeah, everything when it concerns a child gets emotional. I agree with that one. Absolutely. Hola, Luis. Hablar español un poquito. Lo siento. I can't read it hardly at all, but you know. I don't know what is the point of life. I wonder that myself. Okay. Yes, it was cold here last night. A doctor will not make you well. You can forget that. We don't have a wellness system. If I'm not going, how I say this? If I'm not going to the hospital until I don't have a choice. But you know, well, I am planning on getting some more prescription glasses since I broke mine. I have an appointment. I just have to wait till I can get seen. That's going to be February unless they get a cancellation. Um, it was in April of 2009. We don't know about the pictures. Let me say this. When police entered the home, this is another thing that weirds me out. There was nothing of baby Emmanuel. I don't know where they got the pictures from. I'm being told the pictures that we're seeing were pictures that Rebecca's mother had stolen off of her and Jake's Facebook pages because she had never got to see the baby and they weren't in communication. Understand that Rebecca's family had not been really speaking to her, having anything to do with her since her and Jake got together. They didn't care for his past history. Who can blame them? You know? What is. I can't. I'm trying to read part of it. Sorry. Hi to people. If I'm not saying hi, it's just because I can't read it right now. I apologize. What a question to make impression on this lady, my friend. Okay. If anybody else has heard anything about this, anybody who can get me a picture of the mommy blogger from 2009 or a video, please let me know. But any of you that are parents out there, grandparents, aunts, uncles, there's no pictures of anybody else holding baby Emmanuel. There's not even a picture of mommy at birth holding baby Emmanuel. We can't find a record of birth. And then the fact that there's no clothes, no strollers, no toys, no nothing. Other than the other children that were in the home, there's no proof that he ever existed. So I'm wondering, and this is the kicker, I'm wondering, I'm asking myself, and I'm asking you guys, I'm giving y'all an assignment. Why did they even need to fake the kidnapping and go on national media with their pleas? What was the triggering moment? Was somebody pressuring and threatening to report because of Jake's past history and because of what they know of Rebecca? You know if she did that in 2009, her family knows. They have to know. You know, and people around have to know. The neighbors that they lived next to for 4 years had only seen Rebecca one time. One time. Never the children or anybody else is reports I'm also hearing. Okay? So what I'm wondering is why did they come forth? There's not a birth certificate being found. Nobody's seen this child. There's no pictures. There's no documents. There's no shot record. There's no doctor visit record. There's no pictures, no clothes, no toys, nothing other than the other 2 year old child that was removed from the house and the 16-year-old child from a previous relationship. Also, a lot of people are getting something confused. Jake, Rebecca's his third wife. First wife, Isabella, is the one that took the restraining order out on Thursday. Second wife, Vanessa, as I understand, may still be locked up or in hiding. And they really ain't got nothing to do with this. I ain't saying they good people either, so don't take that. You know what I mean? I challenge you guys to email me. And if I have any mods in here, please. No, Isabella is the one that was at the soccer game with the oldest child. She took a restraining order out against Jake just recently, just this past week, in case he got the day before they got arrested on Thursday. She filed a restraining order. Well, my email is in the description box. It's needasworld99@gmail.com. If anybody can find a picture of the 2009 baby blogger called B originally, and then the second blog was April's mom. She ended up coming out making an apology and saying she got addicted to the attention, blah, blah, blah. She wanted to get back with Christ, yada, yada. I'm going to post all that in the post section for you guys to click links and go ahead and see it yourself. Um, let's see. Uh, no, it was just B, the letter B. Today's letter is the letter B. Anyway, um, there was something else I wanted to say about the case that I'd found out. I'm trying to figure out a way. I may have to upload a video and do some editing to be able to connect some video and other stuff that I have and information and pictures. Uh, but I'm gonna get that out because I don't know why the news media is not talking about it. Like the both family history sides are very weird. And I mean, think about it. If you're raised in an environment where DV is the norm, then you get with somebody and they're doing that and blacking your eyes, then you're feeling like, okay, they really do love me because they're doing what my daddy did or my mama did or my brother or cousin or what point. Um, Also, you guys, tomorrow I will get my work schedule. I will get paid in 2.5 weeks, my first check. Hallelujah. Right now, I am trying to raise the money to pay my cell phone bill that's due in 4 days. Uh, where I'm at, as you probably could hear part of, I'm kind of not feeling safe and secure. So, um, if anybody would like to assist or show some love for the channel, my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo are also in the description box. Um, all I ask for is prayers and to hit that thumbs up and that subscribe. Um, I'm working on doing some more research. I'm not going to be on here very long. I just want help. The person that said, "What can we do for you?" You can directly pay my cell phone bill if you like. That would be awesome, so that I feel safe. Being a DV and as a survivor and in a situation where um, I'm at the mercy of someone else's kindness allowing me to be parked here, but I don't know them that well, and certain behaviors are kind of a little scary. uh, I'm worried about my phone getting cut off, you know. I have food, I thank you. I don't want somebody spending their money on something that's not necessary. I would never ask somebody to do that. I thank you for the offer, though, very much. I don't have an address. Um, I am technically homeless at the moment. I'm hoping this job is the first step forward and positive. Um, but I wasn't asleep. I wish it was that. I wish I could sleep. It's not helping. It starts the last 3 days. It starts at about 15 minutes after 6 in the morning and goes to about 10 o'clock at night. I wish I had a way. I don't even have a dollar to my name at the moment, you guys. It is what it is. Put everything I had in the gas for my generator. We finally got the generator working. My refrigerator and freezer are working. Yay! My running water's working. My toilet's working. I'm in a motorhome and I'm parked safe and secure, inside it yet. But it's, you know, at the mercy of the people knocking. Well, I have to stay here at the moment. I still don't have reverse. And though I can crank up and idle, uh, I have to put the generator is connected to the gas line in the motorhome. And it has a safety override. When I hit a quarter of a tank in the motorhome in gas, the generator won't work anymore. That was the problem I was having and didn't know. Um, my generator has less than 180 hours usage on it, which is a good thing. I understand. Um, I filled up my water tanks. I've emptied all my brown water, gray water, black, whatever you call it. They're all completely emptied. Um, I'm on propane. I have enough propane in my tank still left to cook and eat for at least the next 2 weeks. I'm working on getting some propane heaters. I've applied for a couple programs and stuff. I'm trying. I'm doing everything I know to do. I'm nervous about the propane, because it scares me, you know, but it is cheaper than electric. Uh, you know, I don't have an address to like have anybody bring anything to. That's the problem. I can't see what that says. James posted something, but I can't read it. You would like and subscribe if I got fleas. Well, sorry. I think only dogs and cats and stuff get fleas, don't they? You just sound weird. I can't pick it up. I don't know anywhere you could order that I can get to. Honestly, where I'm at, I'm kind of off grid out at the edge of the county, kinda, and there's nothing. Do some what? Whoever said do some fence? Something's wrong with you. You lost your mind. I don't do drugs. Worst thing I've ever done is some Mary Jane, and that's been a long time. I'll be okay without that. I'm even trying to quit smoking cigarettes. There's a lot of y'all's messages they're getting taken down. I don't even have a mod in here, and YouTube's taking you down. But those of you that are asking, can you send food or can you do this? Uh, I won't have any more videos. I won't have nothing in 4 days if the phone bill don't get paid. So, yogurt helps. Okay, good idea. I see what you said in front of it. I'm ignoring you on purpose. Um, I do have PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. If anybody has any more information, yeah, I would definitely let somebody pay it directly. Absolutely. It's very simple to do. You call the company and pay it. I have no problem with that. You don't have to give me a dime. Has anyone else heard anything about this mommy blog associated with maybe Emmanuel? It's $53.84, and that's tax and fees and everything included. And Straight Talk is the company. Guys, please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe. Um, I'm gonna get back off of here and do some more research. Um, does anybody, again, can help me find? Yes, the mommy blog. You've heard about it. Okay, okay. Help me find a picture. It has to be paid on the 30th before midnight. That's as specific as I can get. Uh, I have the auto pay set up so that I save the maximum amount on it as long as it's paid uh, by midnight on the 30th. It won't get cut off. What we're talking about is baby Emmanuel's parents were sentenced, but are charged both officially today. Finally, they pushed it back to lunch after lunch, but finally they were charged with unaliving baby Emmanuel. We nobody could find a birth certificate. There's no pictures. They did away with all pictures and all evidence that he ever existed in their lives. So it's been recovered. The pictures that we're seeing are pictures that members of Rebecca's family and Jake's family scavenged off of their Facebook accounts of baby Emmanuel. Um, like an airstrip to the person that asks that you want to know. Uh, no, this is an MMIW, Missing Murdered Indigenous Women t shirt in support of our sisters and brothers out there. The town courts in California, I'm on the East Coast. I don't see how that's going to happen. Uh, Hector is the name of Jake's brother that passed away. Yeah, gotcha. Um, I'm trying to find a picture of the mommy blogger so that we can uh, confirm that it was the same Rebecca. As I said, age matches up. And I've been wondering since his baby come out. One, she said he was born sometime in December. And I told you guys, a lot of people are missing. If it was an adult that they were being accused of unaliving, certain types of forensic evidence would be harder to prove. You know, like if they had a teacup's worth of blood, you could survive that as an adult, but a 7 month old can't. They didn't take, they might have even replaced and put down a new linoleum or tile or wood floor, but the subflooring and the padding and all that stuff underneath still is holding that DNA. My question is, without a hospital birth record and without doctor visits and shots, where are they going to get DNA to compare to the baby? That's a question in my brain. I don't know the answer. These are questions that I have. Um, and just know that if you hear somebody say nobody knows hard, you know that's not true. They've already been proved false. You know, the charges wouldn't have happened today if that was the case. And I believe that they took Jake out there to say, we're tracking your imprint. Do you know why your phone or Rebecca's phone tracked to this area on this date and y'all were walking around here? Because look at their faces. They're looking. He's not pointing. He's not leading them. They led him. If he was showing them where they supposedly took the baby and left him, wouldn't he need to lead the police the way around? I mean, if I'm taking I'm living, and you're gonna follow me. I'm not following you there. That doesn't make. And I also think we're gonna run into possibly jurisdictional issues because the kidnapping hoax is in one county. They live in another county, and Emmanuel may be found in a third county. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe because I feel like crud today and I don't see how you can see it in my eyes. And when I look down reading y'all's comments, it makes it look like I'm looking down like this. Anyway, that's all I have right now. I'm going to try to see y'all again later. If I find anything else, please help me with this mommy blog. April Rose was the baby's name. 2009, she put it's one of the lifelike baby dolls as the baby that was just born. That's the pictures this girl posted. That's how she got busted. She had people sending her all kind of crap, praying for her, coming, bowing down to her like, she was the best thing ever. She was about to be like, the billboard sign for anti abortion, and it all blew apart in 2009. I just want to find out unequivocally that it's the same person. I mean, that last name is not common. I mean, seems to be common when it comes to having to deal with the court system and the legal system, but it's not a common last name here in the United States. All right, guys, I'm gonna go see if I can take some Tylenol or ibuprofen, and I may have to lay back down. I am just not feeling well at all. Um, and if it don't get better, I may have to go get seen. Uh, I don't want I don't want to miss, go to the hospital too much, but I know um, what the doctors have told me, and I've got to be careful with certain things. So I'll see y'all later if at all possible. I will keep you posted. Uh, Peace, love, and light. Hope to see y'all later tonight. Thank you.